What is up, everybody? In this video we are talking about Wood from Beat 'em Ups and how he was ridiculously trending on Twitter the other day. Honestly, to me it was a really cool thing to see because I follow him on both my personal and my retro video games Twitter, and I saw it and I was like, this is really cool. So what I want to do today is talk a little bit about it, and then I will pull out Twitter and we will go through some of the things that were said and talk about how cool it was that his small little tweet became trending on Twitter. Okay, so I have my phone pulled up here and I'm kind of gonna go through this a little bit and talk about it because honestly it was very cool to see Wood from Beat 'em Ups actually trending on Twitter. Now I know he has a huge following over on YouTube, like a ton of subscribers, like 500,000 plus I believe by now, and so it's awesome to see that because I watched his channel when he was really smaller at like 20,000, and it's just crazy to watch him blow up. So he said suggested ways to make the Nintendo Switch better. That's kind of the overall theme, and that is the title that was trending for Twitter. And Wood said, in your opinion, what is something the Switch needs? It can be a game, an app, or even a hardware feature. Examples: I would love a Grand Theft Auto 5 or Red Dead port, a Discord app, and the headphone jack on the Pro Controller. So that was what started it all, and honestly it was a pretty interesting little tweet, and we're gonna talk about some tweets here in a second. But I question this, and maybe question's not the right thing. I bring this up because this is something that has a massive following over on YouTube. He's got somewhat of a decent following on Twitter, but to see him actually explode like this is pretty awesome, and see him trending so far up. And so I wanted to talk about it a little bit because it's a very cool thing that not only brings Wood from Beat 'em Ups, a channel that I love to watch, but also the Nintendo Switch together. And so we're gonna start reading some of the tweets. So a few different tweets I'm just reading down here are some really good ones, like a chat system. Isha Gaming, awesome channel, go check out Isha Gaming as well. Messages, internal storage that's better. You've got a Netflix app, anything to make it better, like a battery life, or decent sized games with the battery life. Like playing a game that's longer than 3 hours is something someone would want. They want a type of party chat and some other games other than NES games on the online. Other people said Netflix, Amazon, DC Universe, WWE Network, MLB, stuff like that. Also more virtual consoles like the Super Nintendo, the GameCube, you've got the Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy, stuff like that. Spotify for it would be cool. All the Zelda games in HD, that's another cool one. Someone actually suggested a really good one that I wanted to talk about, and that was Pro Joy-Cons that have an ergonomic grip with a D-pad, larger buttons, and better analog sticks, and that's something I thought was really cool. They also suggested 1080p, which would be very cool. They said maybe make it a little bit bigger screen and a smaller bezel. And then they said, okay, really, I want a Switch Pro. Like, where's it at? Can we get that? Other people said yet again Netflix, because that's a big deal. Like, there's just great ideas out here that I think Nintendo will take, and hopefully will listen to, and come back with more stuff that is awesome. Someone said a second micro SD slot, which I thought was an interesting thing, since you can get up to a terabyte micro SD. I kind of thought that one was an iffy one. Maybe like themes, like the 3DS has themes on that as well, but the Switch kind of doesn't. Like background themes and stuff like that. Obviously more people talked about themes because they really wanted it, obviously, which is pretty awesome. Some people said prices, like to drop prices after a while because games are still at 60 bucks, which is absolutely insane. More people said Virtual Console. Some people said Wario Land. It needs a better UI. Like, people really came with great ideas, and I definitely like this, and I wanted to talk about it because of two things. Wood from Beat 'em Ups trending on Twitter is an awesome thing, and I'm glad to see that. But I think bringing Nintendo and Nintendo Switch into it brings them more of their demographic, telling them what they want. Like, the Nintendo Switch is awesome, but with every console, there's always something left to be more desired. There's not that console that is top tier and is the best. Not even like the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro. Those still have flaws. And so I think this is something that is a great way to bring from the consumer side to the actual producer and say, hey, your system's awesome. Here are some things that I would love to have on it. And honestly, a lot of these things weren't very cumbersome or very hard to do. Like some of these apps, like Spotify app. I have a Spotify app on my TV, but I don't have it on the Switch. I have it on my phone, I have it on my laptop. Basically everything. My Xbox, my PS4, like, it's everywhere, but it's not on the Switch. And I think that's a bummer because you see a bunch of games getting put onto the Switch that are kind of questionable, but we can't even get a simple app that works very well like Spotify or Netflix. So I definitely want to say those are two things that I think are definitely a thumbs up. The headphone jack on the Pro Controller is something I think they definitely need to do, and honestly I don't know why they haven't done it, and that was a little bit of a concerning thing. But those are the things that I took away from this that I really could benefit from. The party system was another thing that I think would have been very great for Nintendo to do. Okay, so we've talked about how Wood from Beat 'em Ups was on Twitter and he mentioned some things that he would have loved to see, or maybe just examples of things that he would have loved to see on the Switch. Now, I want you guys to comment down below and tell me what you would love on your Nintendo Switch, because I know a lot of you guys that are viewing this have one, so I want your opinion, and let's see what we can come up with that's very creative. So with that being said, I just wanted to bring this up because I wanted to talk about something that I love, because I love Wood's channel, Beat 'em Ups. Link down below. If you guys haven't checked out that channel before, what are you doing? You're missing out. It's like one of the best retro video game type channels, but he also has been talking a lot about new stuff recently. So go check that out. If you are interested in any of that, you definitely need to check him out. Also, it talked about the Switch, which you guys know I love. I've got a bunch of games back there behind me, more over to this side, over there. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that yes, Nintendo has done a great thing with the Switch and I love it, but there are also things that they could do better, and I think this is a great example of that. So hopefully we get Nintendo listening. They've listened before, which we got the Switch instead of the Wii U. Like, that's a very big thing because no one liked the Wii U and everyone loves the Switch. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification and comment down below what you would love to see on the Nintendo Switch. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching and make sure you have a good day.